Hi, hello everyone. Welcome to SK Academy of Mathematics. Today we are going to learn how to solve the problem on Newton Raphson method. Considering the given equation and considering the method of solving Newton Raphson, we are going to find the approximate value of the given equation. How to represent the solution and how to define up to 3 decimal places, I am going to explain step by step. First, let us represent the given equation. It is given x e power of x minus 2 equal to 0. Always remember, any equation, if they give any equation, the equation should be equal to 0. That is x e power of x minus 2 equal to 0. Always the equation should be defined equal to 0. After representing the equation is equal to 0, we are going to represent the equation in the function form. That is f of x. F of x equal to x minus e power of x minus 2. We are supposed to find the interval. In which interval the value is going to lie from negative to positive or positive to negative. So what I am going to do? I am going to give the values of x. That is x equal to 0. F of 0 which is equal to 0 e power of 0 minus 2. You get minus 2. X equal to 1. F of 1 which is equal to 1 into e power of 1 minus 2, where 1 into e power of 1, that is alpha 10 to the power of x to the power of 1 minus 2, you get 0.718. Okay, since they have asked only to represent 3 decimal places, considering only the 3 decimal places is enough. What the point? Now, since this is less than 0 and this is greater than 0, therefore the roots lies between 0 comma 1. Got the point? Now the standard, okay, let us represent the standard Newton Raphson formula. Okay, why I am going to leave this place? Let us see to simplify some condition. By Newton Raphson method, okay, done. We have xn plus 1 which is equal to xn plus, okay, not plus, minus f of xn divided by f dash of xn, where for all n will be greater than or equal to 0. For all n will be greater than or equal to 0. See, I need to represent xn where n will is from equal to 0, 1, 2, 3. Since I need only one value, that is x naught, how to represent x naught? Considering these two interval, for example, considering these two interval, we have the value that is minus 2 and we have the value that is 0.718. In between we will get between the value is 0. For what value? For example, see, this is for x equal to 0 and this is for x equal to 1. For what value of x we are getting the solution near to 0, which is x equal to 1, which is near to 0. Since it is near to 0, see, 0 minus 2 is little bit far. When it compares to 0.71, it is nearest to 0. So we consider x naught equal to 1, which is nearest to 0. That is, this will be our x naught. Similarly, I am going to represent f of x naught. X naught is 1, corresponding to that value, that is 0.718. This is f of x naught value. Similarly, I need to represent f dash. To represent f dash, what I am going to do? F dash of x. Now I am going to differentiate f dash of x. I am going to differentiate f of x. That is x e power of x minus 2. I am going to apply UV rule. What is UV? UV, we gives u v dash plus v u dash, where u equal to x and v equal to e power of x. Got the point? Now f dash, it is very easy. What is u? Just substitute. U is x. What is v? V is e power of x, but v dash, differentiation of e power of x again is e power of x itself, plus what is v? E power of x. What is u dash? That is differentiation of x is 1, with respect to x is 1, minus differentiation of constant 0, f dash of x, which is equal to, okay, f dash of x, which is equal to x e power of x plus e power of x. This is the value of f dash of x. Now I am going to represent the value. See, I have, okay, I have x naught. I have, okay, I am going to represent here. I have x naught. Okay, let us erase this part. I have x naught. What is our x naught? 1. Got the point? And f of x naught. What is my f of x naught value? F of x naught, which is equal to 0.718. Done. This is our f of x naught value. Now I need f dash of x naught value. F dash of x naught value. F dash of x naught, that is f of 1. Sorry, f dash of 1. That is f dash of 1, which is equal to x. What is the value of x? 1 e power of 1 plus e power of 1. What is the value? That is exponential plus exponential. You get 5.43. Okay, you get 5.436. 5.436. The value of f dash of x naught, which is equal to 5.436. Considering these three values, we are going to represent the iteration number 1. Okay, let us represent the iteration 1. That is iteration number 1. Okay, let us represent normally, that is iteration 1. Since the iteration number 1, now the value of n will be equal to 0. If the value of n equal to 0, we have found the initial value x naught. The next value which I am supposed to find is x1. To find the value of x1, we have, if I give x naught in the standard Newton's formula, I get x1, which is equal to x naught minus f of x naught divided by f dash of x naught. Got the point? What is x naught? The value of x naught. X naught is 1. Got the point? Now f of x naught, the value of f of x naught, what is our f of x naught? 0.718. What is f dash of x naught? F dash of x naught, we have got 5.436. Got the point? X1, which is going to just substitute this term in the formula, 1 minus 0.718 divided by 5.436. You get the value of x1. Use the calculator, represent the solution. How? It is very easy. Okay, take your calculator, press AC. Now see, we have 1 minus numerator denominator 0.718 divided by 5.436. Press equals. You get 0.8679. Since they have asked only to represent 3 decimal places, consider only 3 decimal places, that is 0.867. Got the point? We got the value of x1. To find the second iteration value, we need f of x1 and f dash of x1. So what you are going to do, just simplify f of x1. F of x1, which is equal to f of 0.867. What is 0.867? In the function, you represent the value. That is 0.867 e to the power of 0.867 minus 2. If you simplify, you get the value. Okay, where you are going to get exponential function, I am going to show you now. See, open bracket, 0.867 into alpha 10 to the power of x. You get e to the power of, see, press power, you get the value 0.867. Next, minus 2, you get the function value, that is 0.063. Okay, you get 0.0632. Got the point? Now similarly, let us go with f dash of x. F dash of x1. To find f dash of x1, 0.867. Substitute in f dash of x. Substitute this value in place of x. You get 0.867 e to the power of 0.867 plus e to the power of 0.867. What is the answer? Okay, it is also easy. Okay, done. Now let us simplify. 0.867 into alpha 10 to the power of x e to the power of 0.867 next plus e to the power of 0.867 0.867 you get 4.443 4.443. Considering these values, let us find the iteration number 2 value. Let us find iteration number 2. To find iteration number 2, the value of n will be equal to 1. So, x1 which is equal to 0.867 and f of x1 which is equal to, what is our f of x1? 0.0632 and f dash of x1 which is equal to 4.443. Now, if I simplify x2, the next if I put n equal to 1 in the formula, Newton's formula, 1 plus 1, 2, and the remaining value will be x1 minus f of x1 divided by f dash of x1, where x2 which is equal to, what is x1? 0.867 minus 0.0632 divided by 4.443. x2, what is x2? We have 0.867 minus 0.0632 divided by 4.443. We get 0.852. Got the point? This is the value of x2. See, if you go with respect to first iteration, you have got 0.867 and here we have got 0.852. So, since it is little bit difference, let us find this next iteration. To find next iteration, we need f of x2. F of x2 which is equal to f of 0.852, which is equal to 0.852 e to the power of 0.852 minus 2. Okay, simplify again. 0.852 e to the power of 0.852 minus 2, which is equal to shift ENG, you get minus 0.002. Got the point? Now, let us find f dash of x2. To find f dash of x2, we have f of 0. F dash of 0.852, which is equal to 0.852 e to the power of 0.852 plus e to the power of 0.852, where we have substituted in f dash of x, that is x into e power of x plus e power of x, that is in place of x just substitute 0.852, where if you simplify plus alpha e to the power of 0.852, you get 4.341. Okay, considering x2, f of x2 and f dash of x2, we are going to find the iteration number 3. Iteration number 3. To simplify the value of iteration number 3, we have n equal to 2. To simplify n equal to 2, we consider x2, where x2 which is equal to 0.852 and f of x2 which is equal to minus 0.002 and f dash of x2 which is equal to 4.341. Got the point? Now let us go with the next condition in the third iteration, that is x3 which is equal to x2 minus f of x2 whole divided by f dash of x2, where if you simplify x3 which is equal to 0.852 minus of minus 0.002 whole divided by 4.341, x3 which is equal to, okay, if you simplify 0.852 minus numerator denominator minus 0.002 divided by 4.341, we get 0.852. We get 0.852. If you check the iteration value with respect to second and third iteration, whatever we have got the value with respect to x2 and x3, both are same approximation, and therefore you can directly conclude that thus the required real root or a real root of the equation, real root of the equation is given by 0.85, 0.852. 0.852. Got the point? This is how you are supposed to represent Newton Raphson method. First, what we are supposed to do, consider the equation equal to 0, represent the equation f of x, then consider the roots starting from 0 to 1. Then we are supposed to find xn equal to f of xn by f dash of xn. We need f dash of xn, so I have differentiated the function with respect to x, and we have got f dash of x as x e power of x plus e power of x. Now considering this term, we substitute, represent the condition, that is x naught, f of x naught and f dash of x naught. Considering these three terms, we represent first iteration and represent the value of x1. How we have represented the initial value x0, f of x0 and f dash of x0. Similarly, we find x1, f of x1 and f dash of x1. Considering these three terms, okay, done. Considering these three terms, we represent iteration number 2, that is x2, x1 minus f of x1 divided by f dash of x1. If you substitute these three values, you get x2. Again, considering x2, substitute this x2 in the function value f of x and f dash of x. If you simplify, you get f of x2, that is 0.852 in f of x2 and f dash of x2 in this condition, x e power of x plus e power of x, you get f dash of x2. Considering these three values, if you simplify in the third iteration, you get the value of x3, that is x2 minus f of x2 divided by f dash of x2. Simplify these three values and represent x3. Consider if you get the approximate value between approximate value in the previous iteration and present iteration, that is iteration 3 and iteration 2, you can directly conclude that whatever we have found the real root is the required solution for the given equation. In Newton Raphson method, only for 3 iteration only, 90% cases you get the solution and you can score full marks in the VTU main examination. One of the most important part in this Newton Raphson is differentiating the function. If you know the basic UV rule, you can differentiate and represent the solution. Got the point? I hope you have understood each and every step of finding Newton Raphson method. For more videos, please do like, share and subscribe. See you in the next video. Thank you.